Ayanokoji is a student at the prestigious Advanced Nurturing High School of Japan, where students are ranked by their grades and accomplishments. Ayanokoji is one of the best and highly intelligent and skilled students. He is so intelligent that he is able to attain exactly half of the total score by his choice. So, how can you be like Ayanokoji? If you are a student, you may have a goal like many other students to get good grades like him, by choice. It may often seem like an unattainable and overly demanding task. However, what if I say it is possible? Becoming a cross-topper is not necessarily about putting in endless hours on studying or staying late nights. In order to study, there are several strategies you can adapt from the anime series, Classroom of the Elite. By using this, you can improve your grades without much effort and by putting in less amount of time, which will lead to your better results. 1. Develop a curious mindset. Before you start learning something, be curious to know what you are about to learn. Understand about why you are learning it. Try answering, what is the concept about? And how is it useful to me in the real world? Getting to know about it will help us for better understanding. Be curious to learn the process. Remember, learning is a process. If you think learning is some sort of work you have to take care of, you may procrastinate. See learning as a process of improving yourself. It is more likely to adding weapons to your mind. Once you achieve this mindset, there's no way you're gonna forget. Know more about things you have to develop in order to win in the war of studying. Because, when you are curious about something, your mind accepts and anticipates new ideas related to it. 2. Find patterns. Finding patterns is a valuable skill that can help you better understand and retain what you study. There are some techniques to help you find patterns in everything you study. Repetition is often a sign of a pattern. Look for repeated words, ideas, or examples in the material you are studying. When you find them, go to the previous repetition. If you find them interrelated, note it down. By doing this, you'll have a clear idea about what you are studying, and how to use it. Try to identify relationships between different concepts or pieces of information. For example, look for cause and effect relationships, similarities, or differences. Grouping information into categories can help you see patterns more easily. And, asking questions about the material you are studying can help you identify patterns and gain a deeper understanding. The more you find patterns, the better you will become at recognizing and remembering them. 3. Stop memorizing. Don't try to memorize everything you read, instead understand. If you want to learn a topic clearly, understand how everything works. If you truly understand something, it is harder for you to forget it. You won't have to force your brain to memorize everything. Word by word memorizing stuff is tedious and not useful. If you understand something really well, you can simply describe it in your own words in the test. In technical subjects like maths, if you know the process of how to do it, then you can solve any problems related to that. Ayanokoji isn't someone who memorizes stuff for the test. He is always ready. Even if there is a surprise test, he is least bit worried about it. This is only because of one thing: he understands things so well, that he doesn't need much preparation at all. To understand something is to identify the underlying logic, context or fundamental concept that shapes it. And, then either create or identify simple comparisons, or connections to this information. Memorization is the intake and retention of information. Understanding is making that information available and useful to your mind. 4. Improve laser focus. It takes a lot of focus and effort towards your studies. And Ayanokoji is a master of it. That's how he is able to maintain any grade he wants. Even though he is busy making plans to manipulate people around him, he allocates some specific time to study. Having a laser focus for an extended period of time can help you to get more things done than having low focus. In order to do that, you need to be in a state of deep work. Deep work is a state where your concentration is at its peak. It helps you learn hard things. When you concentrate deeply, your brain creates the learning pathways and strengthens the connections between neurons. So, they can activate faster. That means when you focus intensely on a specific skill, you are literally rewiring your brain to help you perform that skill more effectively in order to study smarter. 5. Eliminate distractions. You will have to eliminate distractions during your study sessions. Social media, games, etc. will severely affect the intensity of your study sessions. As you all know, multitasking increases the amount of time needed to learn a material, and decreases the quality of learning. You can become a top student by designating specific time slots for studying. And giving those times 100% of your attention. Work completed equals intensity of focus divided by time spent. If we master the skill, we can learn extremely quickly and retain nearly all of what we learn with the least amount of time and effort. 6. Practice active learning. Ayanokoji is constantly involved in his work. Instead of passively reading or listening to lectures, this aids his information retention. Try to actively engage in your learning by taking notes and solving problems independently. By doing this, you will be more likely to comprehend and remember the material. The fact that active learning keeps students interested is among its many advantages. Multiple brain areas are involved in active learning, such as those involved in activity. Using more than one sense at a time will help you go beyond merely reading and listening. Lessons are easier for students to comprehend, retain, and incorporate into their long-term memory. Active learning emphasizes the process of student learning. Active learning places more of a focus on how, than what students learn. Active learners are better at analyzing, evaluating, and synthesizing concepts because they enhance their previous knowledge and understanding in order to reach deeper levels of understanding. Higher-order thinking abilities are encouraged through active learning. 7. Revisit the topic. As time passes, we may forget the specifics of what we learned, so to refresh your memory, go back over what you learned and read the details again. As you are already aware, idea revision takes much less time. One crucial thing you can do to solidify the concepts in your mind is to teach. We can also use an active record, which is when you actively stimulate your brain for a piece of information. We only truly understand another topic when we can record it entirely from memory. When we are teaching others, we are reviewing and revisiting the topics again, which will make the topic stick to our brains. When you must recall something from memory, your brain revisits the neural pathways that were established when the memory was first formed. The more times you use these pathways, the stronger they become, and the likelihood that you will recall the same information in the future is very low. You can incorporate these practices into your life to study like Ayanokoji. The more we practice retrieving information from memory, the better we get at it. In fact, retrieval practice is what actually helps us learn the information. If you have any more tips, drop them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you soon in another video.